going on, YouTube? This won't save you. You can't eat this. In a financial collapse, you can't eat it. Try it. You'll break a tooth. How many times have you heard that? I myself have heard that a lot. Let me show you something else you can't eat. Can't eat gold. You know what else you can't eat? Can't eat cash. Oh! And something else we can't eat. Yet everyone always talks about how it's what you need in a collapse. You can't eat bullets. But you know what you can do with all of these things? You can turn them all into a barter tool, a trade tool, a tool to go out and get what you need off the land. You can turn it into cash. So I hear that a lot, and this is something I've actually wanted to talk about for a long time. I'd forgotten about, and it came up in a live stream tonight on a buddy's channel. He goes, "You should do a video about how silver doesn't save you." And I'm like, you know what, dude? You're right. So here we are. I've heard that argument time and time again. You can't eat it during times of collapse. Well, if we look at a inflationary situation, the first thing you want is a lot of this, right, in the beginning. But as it continues to inflate and inflate and inflate to unsustainable levels, this doesn't get you much. Granted, we are the world reserve currency still. I think we're slowly losing that. And we are the petrodollar. I think we're also losing that. And a hyperinflationary situation probably can't happen to a reserve currency and or the petrodollar. Even if we lost one and kept the other, I think we'd probably endure. But if we were to lose both, I think we'd be in a lot of trouble. Take a look at Venezuela. When they went through the height of their hyperinflationary situation, it's really, really hard to get data on this, but you'll find statistics anywhere from, 1 ounce of silver paid your rent for a month in Venezuela during those times to, 5 or 6. Either way, that's not a lot. And what that tells me is if you held gold or silver in that situation, you were a have, not a have-not. I see there's a lot of great prepper videos out there, a lot of great prepper channels. I've seen some of them, though, that bring up the argument that gold and silver won't save you. You can't eat it. No, but if you go through history, gold and silver have bought so much food for people, so much shelter, so much just safe haven. I don't think that's going to change. I really don't. And this isn't everything you need. You need food storage, you need water storage, you need medical supplies, you need all kinds of things. But it's all part of an overall prep, right? Another argument that I've heard so many times in a situation of collapse or huge economic stress, you don't want to hold this stuff because people are going to see you living well and thriving, and they're going to come rob you. Alright, so if I hold a lot of this, I'm not going to get robbed? How does that make any sense? And also, let's be honest, look at the things laying out here, most of us that stack metals and have our preps going, have our security locked down. Our homes are locked up tight. A lot of us have home security systems. A lot of us have personal protection devices. And if we're lucky, we have neighbors that are looking out for us that are on the same page. So a lot of these arguments just don't make sense to me. I think the majority of the people who say that are the people who don't understand what this stuff really is, the history behind it, and I think they have a lot more faith in this than they should because they don't know their history. So the next time someone tells you you can't eat gold or silver, you can show them this video. You can use the arguments I've laid out. You can show them history. Venezuela, Zimbabwe. I mean, literally, guys, these people in these countries, you've probably heard this, and it's not an exaggeration. When they were going to the grocery stores to buy groceries, they would literally take, big black garbage bags full of currency or wheelbarrows full of currency to buy their groceries for a short period of time. And then the prices were changing so fast, once they got this in their pocket, they had to offload it as soon as possible because the prices would change every day. They would go up every day. So the quicker you got rid of this stuff and got your hands on the items you needed, the better off you were. And the more that this stuff got inflated away, the more valuable this stuff became. Now, in a situation where everything collapses, this is what you're going to want to have when everything comes back online, when everything's getting figured out again. That's where this stuff's really going to shine. I think it will also shine when this stuff gets less and less valuable, absolutely. But I think at the end of it, when things are starting to come back and society is starting to kind of get back online, I think that's really when this stuff's going to shine and hold its value. Now, I'm not saying we're going to hit hyperinflation tomorrow. I'm not saying we're going to hit it next year. I'm not saying it's doomsday, but I am saying, not a financial advisor, do your own research, form your own opinions, but I am saying I believe this stuff in a lot of ways will save us. There's a lot coming down the pipe with central bank digital currencies, petrodollar issues. If you haven't watched my BRICS video, it's quite a few videos back. I really suggest you do that. You need to know what's going on. And there have been some changes since, but it gives you an overview. These are getting milk spotted, man. I don't like that. But doesn't change the value, really. I really think that this is where I want to be. And it's worth considering. But the next time you hear the argument, you can't eat it, teach them their history. Show them this video, show them another video, bring up articles, because they're wrong. No, they're not wrong about you can't eat it, but this will provide you. It has the great potential to provide you what you need to survive. Alright guys, that's all I got. Like, subscribe, comment. This channel is growing. I'm receiving emails from people asking questions, asking where I pick things up. A lot of supportive comments, a lot of support in the community. I've met a lot of wonderful people. Well, not in person, but I've developed a lot of really good relationships with some people I've met through this YouTube community, and I just still can't believe it. It's absolutely incredible. All of you are wonderful. So ladies and gentlemen, stay on track, stay focused. Constitutional Stacker, keep stacking.